All right, we are jumping straight in today. We're going on a high-speed, completely mind-bending journey into an uncharted and frankly bizarre alien world. A world absolutely packed with unseen creatures and impossible biological machinery. And you know the best part? You don't even need a spaceship to get there. Because that alien world, it's you. So fasten your seatbelts as we decode the human body and today's explainer.
So I want you to just look around for a second. Are you actually alone in the room right now, just sitting by yourself watching this? Well, the creepy scientific truth is you are literally never alone. You are basically a walking, breathing, talking ecosystem.
Okay, let's dive into this. One of the absolute strangest discoveries in modern biology is that you're not just one single organism. You're home to trillions, yes, with a T, trillions of microbes. We're talking bacteria, fungi, viruses. In fact, these microscopic hitchhikers living in your gut, your mouth, your skin, they actually outnumber your own human cells. You are literally outnumbered inside your own skin. It's wild.
67. That is the average number of distinct species of bacteria living in your belly button alone, right at this very second. Just sitting in there, thriving, building their own tiny microscopic metropolis.
But hey, these microbes aren't just freeloading off you. Scientists actually call the gut our second brain for a very good reason. Your microbiome produces roughly 95% of your body's serotonin. Think about that. The exact hormone responsible for stabilizing your mood and making you feel happy is largely manufactured by bacteria. They're directly communicating with your nervous system in ways we're only just starting to wrap our heads around.
Speaking of the brain, let's jump up to the one inside your skull. 86 billion. That's the number of neurons firing away up there right now. It is this staggering, impossibly dense web of electricity and tissue that makes your brain the most complex structure we know of in the entire universe. Period. No competition. But here's where things get a little unsettling. Your brain is actually more active when you are fast asleep than when you are wide awake. It's doing all this intense processing, problem-solving, and emotional regulation, all while you just forget about 90% of your dreams. And your memories? Yeah, they aren't secure computer files. Every single time you recall a cherished childhood memory, your brain actively rewrites it. It's slowly altering and twisting the details over time. So that core memory you hold so dear, it's probably heavily distorted. Now, with a brain that incredibly powerful, let me ask you something highly relatable. Why is it completely impossible to tickle yourself? I mean, go ahead, try it right now. Doesn't work, right? So what's going on there? So the crucial point is this thing called predictive cancellation. Your brain is so hyper-advanced and so constantly busy scanning for external threats that it perfectly predicts the exact sensation of your own fingers. It totally cancels out the surprise response that makes tickling work in the first place. Basically, your brilliant brain ruins its own joke before the punchline even lands. But, before we give our brains way too much credit, let's look at a truly humbling biological reality. Despite all of our crazy complexity, humans actually have fewer genes than a tomato. That's right, the literal red fruit sitting in your salad right now is genetically more complex by sheer gene count than you are. Biology is absolutely wild, isn't it?
4. If you took all the blood vessels in an adult human body, every single vein, artery, and capillary, and laid them end to end, they would circle the Earth's equator 4 times. It's an astronomical plumbing system, branching off an aorta that alone is over an inch thick.
And that body changes so dramatically from birth. I mean, babies are born with about 300 bones, but as they grow, they fuse together into just 206. They also only blink maybe once or twice a minute compared to an adult's 10 to 12 times. Oh, and here's a crazy anomaly. About 1 in every 2,000 babies is born with a tooth already visible.
You have over 600 muscles in your body, and it takes 17 of them just to crack a smile. But strangely enough, the word muscle actually comes from a Latin term meaning little mouse, because ancient Romans thought a flexing bicep looked exactly like a tiny mouse running under the skin. I mean, try unseeing that next time you're at the gym.
25 million. That is how many brand new cells your body is producing every single second.
To put that sheer, unbelievable scale into perspective, in just 15 seconds, your body produces more new cells than there are people in the entire United States. You are constantly in a state of furious renewal. You lose about 4 kilos of skin cells a year, and you totally replace your taste buds every 10 days. Physically speaking, you are quite literally a slightly different person from week to week.
Now, what's really interesting about this is that we also walk around with some incredible hidden features. For instance, only 2% of the population has green eyes, making it the rarest eye color. And your eyes only work at all because a highly specific protein called VEGFR3 actively suppresses blood vessel growth in your cornea, keeping it perfectly clear. But the wildest fact? Your body literally glows in the dark. Every cell undergoes metabolic reactions that release biophotons, faint, invisible light. We can't see it with the naked eye, but sensitive equipment proves you are practically bioluminescent.
And your body doesn't just emit energy, it absorbs it, especially through sound. When you listen to music, your biology basically gets hacked. Listen to a fast, rising crescendo. Your blood pressure spikes. Your heart rate shoots up. Repeated rhythms actually cause your entire cardiovascular system to synchronize right to the beat of the drum. Your heart literally dances to the tempo of your playlist.
Let's look at another strange genetic quirk. Only 7% of the human population is left-handed, and while the scientific community is still fiercely debating the many factors involved here, some theories actually suggest that right-handed people might live about 9 years longer on average. It's a wild, slightly controversial statistical anomaly hiding right there in our genetic code.
Let's move on and see how this builds, because all of this sheer complexity is constantly pushing the future of anatomical science. The pioneering Human Organ Atlas project is currently mapping our bodies like biological nesting dolls. They're scanning all the way down from organs, to tissues, to cells, down to a single micron. Just for context, a micron is 50 times thinner than a single human hair.
And the pace of this medical exploration, it is completely relentless. In just the past 2 years, researchers have pushed the frontier forward with successful eye and uterus transplants. We are looking at future medical imaging with 10 to 20 times higher resolution than we have today. We've even discovered new pain medications that actually block nerve channels before the pain signal ever reaches that 86 billion neuron brain of yours. It is a total game changer.
And ask yourself, what other secrets is your body hiding from you right now? Thanks for hanging out with me. Keep learning, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.